Have you ever felt like you had to have that cookie? Like your brain was screaming, "Sugar now," and wouldn't stop until you gave in? You're not alone. And here's a wild question. Is it possible to actually be addicted to sugar, the same way people get addicted to cigarettes or even drugs? That sounds intense, right? But hang on, let's dig in, because the truth is way more fascinating and a little scary than you might think. So, first off, let's clear something up. Sugar is everywhere. It's in soda, cereal, ketchup, bread, even things you'd never expect like salad dressing. But the crazy part, your brain loves sugar. Like, really loves it. When you eat sugar, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. That's the feel-good stuff. The same thing that lights up your brain when you're laughing with friends, playing video games, or scoring a goal. It makes you feel happy. And guess what? That's the same brain response you get from some addictive drugs. Yeah, let that sink in. But wait, before we say sugar is just like heroin or something, let's pump the brakes. Sugar doesn't hijack your life in the same way hard drugs do. You're probably not going to steal someone's lunch money just to buy a donut. But that doesn't mean it's harmless either. Researchers have actually put rats through sugar experiments, and the results are pretty eye-opening. In one study, rats were given a choice between sugar and cocaine, and they picked sugar. Over and over. Some even showed signs of withdrawal when it was taken away. Shaking, teeth chattering, total freakouts. That's not just, "Oh man, I missed dessert." That's addiction behavior. But rats aren't humans, right? So what about us? Well, think about the last time you tried to cut out sugar. Did you feel cranky? Tired? Maybe you got headaches or felt like you couldn't focus. That's not your imagination. Those are real withdrawal symptoms. Sugar activates the brain's reward system so strongly that when it's gone, your body protests loudly. And here's where it gets a little more serious. The more sugar you eat, the more your brain starts to adjust. It actually stops releasing as much dopamine, so you need more sugar to get the same happy feeling. Sound familiar? That's called tolerance, and it's one of the biggest signs of addiction. Now, some scientists say we shouldn't use the word addiction when we talk about sugar. They argue that addiction is a clinical condition. It's about losing control and having your life spiral. And sure, most people can eat a slice of cake and move on with their lives, but others can't stop. They crave sugar constantly, eat way more than they plan to, and feel guilty afterward. That's called binge behavior, and for some people, it's a real problem. But why is this happening now more than ever? Well, let's talk about the food industry for a second. Processed food companies know how your brain works. They engineer snacks and drinks to hit the perfect combination of sugar, fat, and salt to make you want more. It's not a conspiracy, it's business. And sugar? It's their not-so-secret weapon. Because when you're hooked, you come back for more. And here's a plot twist. Your body doesn't even need added sugar. Natural sugars in fruits and vegetables. Sure, those are fine. Your body knows how to handle them. But the kind of sugar pumped into sodas and cookies, that's extra. And your body turns that extra sugar into fat, which means more risk for diabetes, heart disease, and other health issues. That's not just about your sweet tooth, it's about your future. But here's the good news. You're not powerless. Knowing how sugar works gives you power. It's like spotting a trap before you step in it. You can start by noticing how much added sugar is in your food. Read the labels. You might be shocked. A single can of soda can have more sugar than you should eat in an entire day. You can also retrain your taste buds. At first, cutting back on sugar might feel like eating cardboard. But after a couple of weeks, your brain resets. Suddenly, an apple tastes like candy. And when you do eat sugar, it hits different, because your body isn't overloaded anymore. Now, let's be real. Completely quitting sugar isn't easy, and for most people, it isn't even necessary. The goal isn't to fear sugar or treat it like poison. It's about understanding how it works, so you're in control, not your cravings. Because once you see sugar for what it really is, it stops being this harmless treat and starts looking a little more like the sneaky, sweet-talking villain it can be. So next time you need that cookie, ask yourself, is it really hunger? Or is it just your brain chasing that next sugar high? And that's the real question behind it all. Can you get addicted to sugar? Maybe not in the same way you can with drugs, but the signs are there. The science is real. And the best part? Once you understand it, you can start making choices that actually make you feel better, sharper, and more you. Because the sweetest power you can have is knowing the truth.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.